Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of CGC Graded Slabs, Captain America, the Ed Brubaker years. Well, here we are. We are about to start a new arc in Ed Brubaker's run. I'll be showing you 10 slabs today, 1 standard issue and 9 variants. Incredible. It still blows my mind that you can have so many variants for one comic. I know some characters have had plenty more variants than just that, but 9 variants? Crazy. Anyway, welcome to another early morning start in the middle of the English countryside. I have my frothy cup of coffee, as you know I like to start my episodes with. Subtitled Coffee with Ken. It is the start of another beautiful day. Really early morning. It is about 8 o'clock again, 8 AM approximately. So I'm raring to go to show you these. I got some really special things in this first issue run. But first of all, let me start off with a standard Captain America 1 at 9.8. That's, I think, Steve McNiven art. Yeah, Steve McNiven and Mike Morales cover and art. I like Steve McNiven's art. It could be described as workmanlike, but the lines are there. You know, it's not quite as vivid as Alex Ross's, but yeah, I like Steve's art. It's all right. That's cool. On the back there's 2 undeniable forces out to liberate the world. This is where Cap teams up with Harley Davidson for a free bike. So that's a standard issue slab. Here is the second printing, which is a sketch cover. And they're really pumping out the movie, the first movie, on the back cover. Second printing variant. I actually prefer the sketch cover to the standard first issue with all the colouring. I kind of think it stands out more, especially on the bottom panel. We see soldiers going through a haze of, you know, artillery smoke, etc. And on the sketch cover, all you have are just the soldiers and a standard white panel. I think that's far more effective. So yeah, and I really like that cover. That's a 9.6 for the second printing. We also have a photo cover variant. Good old Chris Evans. That's a lovely cover. Beautiful. One of these days I've got to get myself a Cap shield for the man cave. Moving on now, we have a Adams variant cover. As in Neil Adams, that is. That's neat. So you're looking at a 9.4 of that issue. I'm so glad to be doing this at this time in the morning because the sun hasn't really come up, so there shouldn't be that much glare. There might be a little bit, but look at that fateful last words as the sun starts to come up. Funny how CGC have just called this even though it's the Adams variant cover, they've just called it flag cover. Come on, CGC can do a bit better than that. A bit more information. Right, this is the sketch cover version of that, which came out via Diamond Select Toys at a 9.8. I'm really hoping that some of you guys and gals watching this and aren't familiar with the Ed Brubaker run from 9 years back for this issue. I hope that I'm showing you things which you've not seen before. That's the aim of the game anyway, to show things which are generally tucked away in man caves, never to be seen again. Oh, that's neat. Now this one is kind of crazy. It really is. I very much doubt you've seen this particular one, as this is the Harvey M. Tolibau variant, and was, let me just show you the cover first of all, 9.6 signature series. Only, was it 500? Yeah, it's either 500 or 1,000 of these are printed, and only given out at the Singapore Comic and Toy Convention. Yeah, I've got a little bit of bump here about it as well. It's signed by Harvey M. Tolibau. Tolibau. Down there. There's a little bit of bump embedded in there. But yeah, it was only given out at the Singapore Comic and Toy Convention, or Toy and Comic Convention, over a 2-day period, one weekend. And that was it, given out free, never to be seen again. So these are pretty scarce to get. I mean, at the time I saw a couple of 9.8s going, but they were silly money actually. That's not sealed, so the best I could snag was a 9.6. And I think at the time I was offered a 9.8. And I think the guy wanted about 350 GBP for it. And that's a lot of money. A lot of money for, 9-10 years ago. So I declined. Just a little bit of bump that came with it. And this basically says, Marvel will, for the first time, be offering an STGCC. So yeah, Singapore Toy, Game and Comic Convention exclusive variant comic. Limited to a run of 1,000. The STGCG Marvel booth will be offering fans and collectors a special Singaporean cover to Captain America 1 by Ed Brubaker and Steve McNiven. The cover is drawn by regional artist Harvey Tolibau with colours by Chris Sotomayor. It features an iconic image of Captain America in front of Singapore's emblematic Merillion. Captain America #1 Merillion variant. Pause for breath there, because I thought they would have notated that on the notes there that they CGC haven't done. Anyway, Captain America #1 Merillion variant is only available at at CTGCC, and again it has a strict run of 1,000 with only 500. That's where I got that from, being made available for the Marvel booth each day. But yeah, it says about that little blurb there, it says, this commission was done in 2010 and was an inspiration to Marvel. This is why 2011 Harvey Tolibau was given a green light to do Captain America #1 Merillion variant for the STGCC convention exclusive. I'm having trouble reading this because when this was originally done, it was done in bold text, so it's kind of bled a little bit, so blurring the letters. But yeah, one more quick show of that for you. Very, very rare. And I kind of do check eBay for them still, but they don't come up. They're just not out there anymore. Tucked away in individuals' man caves. Never to be seen or sold again. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from it. So, another quick sip of my coffee. Oh, by the way, good morning, Jeremy, from Remy Q Studio, if you're drinking your coffee with me at this point. Lovely, lovely. And we're still not finished yet. We now have the Romita variant cover, as in John Romita, not JRJR. And that is a 9.8. Very, very nice. Put that gently there. Again, this is another wild one. This is, again, a sketch cover, done on a partial blank cover. Yeah, it's not actually, because it's one of those, a qualified grade, duh. But I believe it's Ken Heiser who did the sketch of Cap. And on the back, because it's a wraparound, Bucky. And it says on the front, name, sketch, and 60/299, written on front and back cover in marker, which is CGC's typical practice when these things were done and they weren't around. But 9.8, I'm happy with that. That's another striking cover, isn't it? I think actually that's the only qualified CGC slab I have in my entire collection, I think. Okay, we now have the Oliver Coipel variant cover, which I think is great, 9.8, and there's such a lot of detail in there. Nice. Very nice. Sometimes, as you know, I just like to sit back and stare at these beautiful artworks. You know, if that was actually made into a poster, that would be hanging up in the man cave by now. And moving on to the last one for today. This is the convention edition, Canadian. Yeah, Fan Expo 2011 exclusive. Look at that. This one goes out to all my Canadian friends. That's JF, Stefan, Corey. That's wonderful, isn't it? Yep, Dale Eaglesham cover. You know, I think went on a little bit later after this to, I think he was the artist for the Fantastic Four. That's a lovely cover. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, for today's CGC showing of Captain America in Ed Brubaker years. I am still ashamed to say waking up, I think. Oh, dear me. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bunch, all number ones. To be fair, I think the second issue doesn't fare much better. I think there's a plethora of variant issues in that one too, which I will be showing you next week. As for this week, what else am I going to be doing? Not a lot. I closed on a deal last night for the final Alan Class Publications UK Creepy World, that's the series title, and the FF had about a 7-issue run. I finally closed last night on the last issue I needed to complete that run. And collecting those comics, it has shredded my wallet. But as I'm collecting Alan Class's entire publicated output, I had to get to them sooner or later, and I'd rather get to them now, sooner, because going forward it'll be a lot easier, to be fair. My wallet can breathe a sigh of relief for a while. So a big shout out actually to Rob Fordham, a good friend of the foreign comic collecting community, who we struck a great deal. I paid a good price for it, and Rob, I think you needed I know you needed the money to pay for a very, very special issue that you wanted so bad. It's superb. You know, I think we're both mutually beneficial deal. So yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm rambling for no reason at all. Everybody stay safe, look after yourselves. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a like, please. If you'd like to comment, that would be fantastic. As I keep on having to mention, unfortunately, for some reason YouTube, I don't see all the comments, and in my very fast life I can't click the comment tab in the channel analytics as such and go through every single one. But when I do see your comment, I will absolutely answer it. Promise you that. Love comments, love answering comments. And if this is the first time you've seen this face drinking this type of coffee, and you're intrigued, want to learn more, and you're thinking, that's not an American accent, you know, you'd be dead right. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm currently hovering just below 200, and I have a contest going on when I reach 300 subscribers. Quick shout out to Metarog. Thank you for promoting the contest so much. You do a sterling service, sir. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel. We are going forward. There's plenty more wondrous items to show you from my collection, and I can't wait to get to them all. Thanks everybody. Stay safe. Bye for now.